right, what's up? What's up, Facebook? Welcome to the Bud Session with Willard. You can see where I'm at right now. I'm finna get my hair chopped up with one of the legendary Greenwood barbers. Of course, one of my friends, matter of fact, my brother, and from another mother, Marquis. Today we're gonna be coming from Greenwood, and you know, this is something different. This is something new. We're gonna interview a host of people tonight. We're gonna do it at Marquis Barbershop. So if you're in Greenwood right now and you want to come down and talk to me, come down to Marquis shop. You can't get no haircut until tomorrow.
310 Main Street.
Come on back down, and we're gonna see what's going on. So first of all, I want to start out by saying I'm gonna interview my brother. You know, this is truly one of my best friends. I really love this guy, and I'm gonna bring in a few other people. But you know, I'm gonna let him get a chance to talk and give his perspective of what's going on. So Marquis, what's going on with you, brother?
Man, living life, bro.
Okay. You know, before we get started, man, before we get into the conversation, I wanna ask you a few things about just the history of you, because you're such a legendary person for me.
I don't like the word legendary.
But let me tell you this, and I want to talk about this. This is a good topic. This is a good topic, Bud Show. It's about greatness. One thing that we have to be proud of and pushing is the greatness of our people. And the reason we have to put certain people on the pedestal and have to understand the greatness is because you don't always touch greatness. I get a chance to be around people that I truly love, that are great people. And we don't know they're great until they're gone. But a lot of us have been inspired by greatness, and we know greatness when we see it. Let me give you an example. Reverend Johnson. Would you say he's a great person?
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Can I share with you a Reverend Johnson moment?
Yeah,
I used to go to barbershop on Brown and 9. Milton was in his prime. Best barber I ever saw, Milton Larry Sr. And I noticed, like, he wouldn't get to work at 11, 12 o'clock. He might have 8, 9 people waiting on him. Real been there since 7 or 6 a.m.
Right.
Milton was talented-wise, barber-wise, skill-wise, he was the best by far. Real was an average barber, you know, as far as cutting go. But one thing I know about Real, man, he was always prompt, he was always on time. You know, he was what you call consistent, and he made the most money. Like, he was always getting the money, and I was like, that old dude, I'm a little kid. That old dude getting all the money, but the youngster, he cut the most, you know, he's the best barber.
Right. I
wanted to combine the two. So I watched both of them, you know, closely. I always watch them and I listen to them, because Rev always had something to share with the young brother. Always. You know, he was a preacher, so you know he had to go and have church when he in that barbershop.
Right. But that's what inspired other young barbers.
Yeah.
From Greenwood came you. From Greenwood came Milton Larry. From Greenwood, we still have other brothers that barbershop. So a lot of times we have been so programmed that we have to be modest about our greatness, and sometimes we have to accept it and know where we are in this greatness. So that's the reason why I really had to put you out there as one of the greatest. Not just barbershop, but one of the greatest people on earth.
You want to give me my flower
while you still got it, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
While you still got it.
How you know we buried one of our good people last week, 2 weeks ago, right? Goodman.
Right.
Not Goodman.
Yeah,
so Shaky P got up in the church. Shaky P got up and gave him his flower and wondered why, you know, we ain't getting to him while he was living. And I agree with John Lennon, man. We gotta show our love. Why I can hear you say you love me, or keep out chairs for I can hear me say I love y'all. That would be lacking.
Yeah.
You know, men ain't gonna say I love you.
I love you. Men saying they ain't even say the word to another man. I love you.
We'll have one. You know, like you ain't gonna say it.
Right. But yeah, you know, I've been trying to practice it with my little children, man. You know, just actually saying it to them, let them know. You know.
So while we got everybody going fluent, let me introduce my crowd over here, man. So I just talked to my kid. You know, of course, we're gonna keep on coming back and forth to my kid. I got my other brother from another mother. We got Tavares crossing in.
We on live.
Yeah,
we on live, Tate.
Get it, man.
Wild thing, we on live.
We get it.
Yes, sir.
And then this is my other brother. I mean, and I just want y'all to understand about where I came from and how I got to where I am. The brother that's cutting my hair is a little older than I am. The brother sitting right here, Terry Thomas, is a little older than I am. The brother over here, Harold Lee Spurlock, a little older than I am.
Easy.
And just to introduce another legend, I came from St. Francis, and a lot of y'all heard me talk about that in some of the previous shows. But the reason I wanted to be better than other people, the reason I wanted to be great, is because I looked up to that man right there. You know what I mean? So we don't say this enough, because a lot of us think that is weakness when you talk about how proud of I am to be around some of the people that has blessed me. But this man, T. Cross younger than me, but he still has blessed me with wisdom. Spurlock took care of me when I was a freshman in college. So a lot of these brothers been here with me throughout my whole life. And, you know, just to dive into some of the conversations that y'all talked about today, I just want to know y'all take on some of the things that's important to me, like spirituality. Early when I walked in, BT, man, you had a real good concept on, you know, how we are spiritual as a people, and we serve the God, the one God that we truly believe in, well, whoever it may be for you or me. But we have different races that may serve the same God, but not welcome us as part of their belief.
Brothers in Christ, like they like to say.
Right.
Man, you heard about the Mississippi religious law?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what Big T was
Do you
was
understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Tell me more about it then. What you think about it, T. Cross?
Man, these folks hide behind the Bible, man. To
Really?
discriminate against somebody, man.
Yeah.
Man, these people hide behind Jesus. To discriminate against somebody, man.
Talking about like the Klan were doing.
What? Man, we finna go to church, amen, and they have a pick of Nick.
And they hard hearts.
How you do that?
And they hard hearts.
How you do that?
Yeah.
Man.
Big T, what you was saying about it earlier, man?
Man.
Give us a little insight on what you think about it.
To me, man, it's just like this religious thing they doing, and gonna go back to like Jim Crow. It's gonna be like, nigga, you can't eat it. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of being niggas, homosexual, you can't eat it. But it's gonna get to that point, because I feel like if you've been lost and everything, there's gonna be, nigga, you can't eat it because you're not part of my religion. You don't believe in what I believe in.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you like this, Terry. They gonna act bad with it. You know these young folk, they be wearing their pants sad.
Yeah, that too.
You gonna walk up in the wrong somebody restaurant
Right.
with them pants hanging down, and them folk gonna take that as a gay connotation and go say, "Hey, Susie, get security in here. He violated my religious law." Look at him, he's showing his butt up in here. We don't allow that behavior up in here, son.
Oh, okay. Right.
Do you hear me?
Right.
Okay.
Can you imagine what they call the male looking black girl? What they call them?
Mulatto.
Mulatto.
The male, the
Stud.
yeah, the stud.
The buck.
Yeah.
Okay.
When the stud walk up in the fish food buffet
Yeah.
with her friend, automatic. Sales get security.
Right.
Do we really want to serve them?
It's like, what's next? Like,
Do you hear me?
anytime a law like this,
They gonna have bad with it, man.
Right.
You know they go to the next level with it, man.
Yeah.
And they use religion to what? And I'm gonna tell you this what pissed me off about Mississippi. Mississippi, let me tell you something. Mississippi got the heat that North Carolina, when Charlotte passed their law, Mississippi saw that.
Right.
Do you hear me? Mississippi saw Hollywood tell Georgia we ain't come to make no movies over there if y'all passed different law.
Right.
Georgia vetoed them. Do you hear me?
Right.
Above all this heat, Mississippi still coming up
We don't need
with a law. And Phil Bryant tweeted it.
Yeah.
What do you think they're afraid of, T. Cross? What do you think some of the fears of these lawmakers and the people who
Afraid?
they got?
Ain't no afraid. This is a direct answer to what happened last year in Kentucky. If you're a government employee around here in Mississippi and you refuse to serve same-sex people, you will not be going to jail in the state of Mississippi.
Okay.
Because you have the religious right to deny these people services for their abomination behavior.
Right.
These same people that were getting out of church on Sunday with their suits and ties on, going to pick one of us up and hanging us, castrating us, burning us, putting us in front of everybody so the kids can see. In the name of Jesus.
All I got to say,
on your phone.
all I got to say is somebody go turn on eyes on the prize.
Right.
Look at the sheriff of Tallahatchie County where he said,
Let me ask you something. Let me go.
listen to Senator Eastland on eyes on the prize.
Let me go left field on you, T. Cross.
This idealism ain't gone
T.
nowhere.
Cross. Let me go left field on you.
Hit me.
This is a conservative law. All right, now liberals, very, very left liberals, can also swing it another way. What if we talk about Satan worship? What if they said, hey, I'm a Satan worshiper, and it's my right to do what I want to do as a Satan
Well,
worshiper?
see, they're not gonna put that much heat on Satan worship because most of Satan worship is not white.
Yeah, look.
I'm telling you, bro, they still practice Satan. They still do Satanism.
Right.
It's all out.
Right.
Yeah.
They got shows on TV right now telling you that, okay, if you believe in religion, say we spiritual.
Right.
But they got religious stuff going on now. That what if Satan was the good guy and God is the bad guy?
That's what these brothers were saying.
That's what I'm trying to show you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They not gonna do that. This is not the gay thing is not meant for gays.
Right.
It's meant for us.
It's deep.
As a black person.
Yeah.
Right.
And you need to wake up.
We have to wake up.
If you don't teach your youth how to be what they need to be in this world, it's gonna go back. Like T. Cross said 2 weeks ago, man, I'm afraid for my son, because one day they might come snatch my son up 20 years from now and put him back in the cotton field.
Trayvon Martin was snatched up in
For real.
You know what
The white lady said with Trayvon, he was yelling. We was afraid. We didn't know what they was gonna do to him. But the white guy said he was the one yelling. Who do they believe? They believe. And that's what the white guy yelling on that tape. That was a kid yelling.
Right.
Then after he do all this to Trayvon, the mother still act up what they hadn't done nothing to him.
They still had locked him up.
You did? Like the kid, like they could say, like, say for instance, white guy go ride a bang boom boom, they're not gonna shoot him, kill him. But they could kill you saying that I was afraid of my life.
Right.
Because you both supposed to be the big, strong buck,
Right.
the black guy.
You see how that's
Just
all
all
that?
the negative.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You supposed to be the buck,
Now
the black
Tennessee.
guy.
Now have you heard Tennessee just made the Bible
The
there?
Bible, yeah.
Yeah.
See, then what you got to understand, these are Bible stomping, Bible slapping.
Bible belt.
Ooh,
But they some of the
we gonna
evilest
live by and
people-
die by.
There's some evil people in the world, man.
Can I share that picture with
But
y'all?
they use
I wanna
it to
share this picture with you.
discriminate. But they use it to discriminate.
Yeah.
This is what T. Cross and Terry talking about the Bible belt. If you can look closely at this picture, I'm gonna go back. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna enlarge it. If you look at the bottom, you see people with suits on. He has on a shirt and tie. He has on a shirt and tie. This was the attire. As you can see, you got a young man hung from a tree, burned. He was most likely castrated.
How you?
His genitals were stuck in his mouth, and this was a 1920s photograph. But these people just got out of church. These people believe in God.
Right.
They are Christians.
Supposedly Christians.
They are Christians.
Right.
But it's a church right next door. I'm going to speak on that. I'm going to get out the way. It's a church right next door to me. Every Sunday I'm at work. I experienced this when I first came back down, when I came to Main Street. I walked outside, smoked me a cigarette, me and T. Crawford. They going in the house of the Lord. To me, God is love.
Right.
Now, if God is love, how can you go in his house, calling yourself about to worship him, but you hate me and don't even know me?
Right.
These are Christians.
Right. That's
Right
right
next
next
door.
door. Right next
In
door.
and out, like out of 20 people, 2 might say good morning, how you doing?
Right.
When they get out, 2 might say good morning, how you doing? I see this every Sunday I'm at work, bro.
Right.
These folks they don't give a damn about, we obviously don't serve the same God. They must don't believe we believe in the same God.
They can't believe we believe in the same God.
Yeah,
Now-
and that's
now-
Mississippi for you. That's the old South for you.
Now,
That's what I'm saying.
just,
Okay.
I got one small criticism of, especially my local, church, you know what I'm saying? Because,
Do you go to church? That's a good question before I say that.
yeah.
What
Occasionally.
All right, what do you
Occasionally.
believe in? Do you believe in religion or do you believe in
I'm
spirituality?
a spirituality. I'm a totally spiritual person.
Okay.
I'm just totally spiritual. I don't knock nobody for their down home beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand. How long we been free? You see what I'm saying? I understand how long we've been free.
Free from what?
And so, slavery, you know what I'm saying? So,
So you think we free? You call this freedom?
well,
You talking about with the
slavery,
quotation marks?
no, hold on. Before you go there, I want you to know I understand that slavery has evolved.
Okay.
It has done that.
Okay.
And this is another, when we talk about the religious law, this is a way
Right.
that they've always hid behind religion to discriminate
And the Constitution.
against
Don't leave that out.
people, And I just think that's wrong. And I'm saying that the number one critic for this should be those Christians.
Okay.
The real Christians, man.
Okay.
I live in a community where we got none but churches in the hood.
Yeah,
Right.
on the block.
And I can't for the life of me understand, like, a lot of the people that serve and go to those churches used to live in those communities.
Right.
And now they stay out in the suburbs, but they come in to worship in the hood.
Let me ask you this, T.
And then hold on, let me finish with this. I'm saying that if we are truly having a conversation with your creator, the Almighty God, at some point you should have a vision,
Right.
an idea, what they call a mission
Right.
to do, help, save, or do something against the poverty that exists right there in your face every time you walk in the door.
And if Jesus came back tomorrow, he'll tear all these churches upside down.
Yeah.
I mean, at some
Upside down.
point, like some.
They ain't feeding the poor. They ain't looking out for no.
You
kids.
can't keep saying that the children are on the corner and can have a job,
With no
but ain't
alternative.
create no job for them.
That's exactly where I'm finna go with this question. Let me ask you this question. Hold on. This is what you was about to go. I'm finna go there. Let me ask you this question. We up in here with putting the word out. We have great ideas. We have a vision. We have missions. And we are the ones who looking at it and seeing that it's a problem. What's the difference between you and that person on the corner that needs saving? What's the difference? Because if I'm a person that's listening to you talk, you don't need to be saved. You are already in a position to benefit. But the person that's on the corner, he needs to be saved. He ain't going to school. He's slanging and banging. He's creating more mischief than you are. I don't see you creating mischief. What's the difference?
Hold on.
Tell me the difference. And
Okay.
if y'all,
I
hold
will
on, this
say-
the real barbershop. This ain't
Let me say this.
this ain't the movie. This is the real barbershop.
Let me
What's
say
the
this.
difference? Tell me the difference. Anybody?
In some instances, ain't no difference. You just said a few stereotypical things that a lot of them ain't going to school. Well, a lot of those guys, my age, that's still on the come, graduated with me.
Right.
Went to school, got degrees. Ain't no jobs, Willard.
Okay.
Ain't no jobs.
Do we constantly
And I'm
hide
saying,
behind that?
at some point,
Is something
you
we
have to
hiding behind?
what?
Are we hiding behind?
How you hide behind
let me say
the
this,
fact that you have no job?
Because you making an effort for it. You making an effort.
I'm making an effort for what?
You working.
Okay, hold on. I am saying
Okay.
that the population, okay,
I got you.
the population
Right.
exceeds the amount of jobs.
Right.
You gonna have winners and losers. You a sportsman.
Right.
Excuse me, Daddy.
You a sportsman. If everybody got to compete for a job, you gonna have some winners and losers.
Right.
Me and Chad went in it
Right.
for a mission job. He was getting his hair cut. Chad, you beat me.
Right.
I tell people we in the Delta, when you ain't got no job, you got to campaign for a job.
You got to make it happen yourself.
You got to go in there, you got to meet the manager, fill out the application, tell her your name, and then come back and see her about 4 or 5 times, and then fill out another application.
Right.
That could be a year-long campaign to get a job, and you got to have some wherewithal. You got to have some tough skin.
Right.
Now, can you imagine doing all this with no money at all?
But with a college degree.
With no money at all, and put the college degree on it?
With a master's.
What?
And you still on
Do
the
you
college.
know your confidence?
Right.
Man, you finna get it. You ain't got time for this what they call it, political correctness?
Political correctness.
Come on, man.
I done seen a few people on our show. Devin, you were paying over here. Hold on a second, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to you.
Okay.
I done seen a few people on the show ask questions now. I can't see the questions, y'all. And what I want y'all to know is, come down here. I saw Shirley say she's coming down here. Come down
Now he
here.
talking to they like they getting
And
questions.
if you want to talk about something, you got some questions that you want to talk about,
We live.
come down here and put it on there.
We live.
What?
Man, that's crazy.
This is real barber shop.
live.
This is real barber shop.
We
We
live.
ain't Ice Cube. This is real, baby.
Oh, y'all got me live and direct.
So I just want to talk about this too, T. Cross. We can just put all these problems out here. Give me a solution.
Man, there's 2 things black people gonna have to start practicing.
Okay.
Group politics
Right.
and group economics.
Okay.
Dr. Claude Anderson said that we're going to become a permanent underclass because of 3 things. The rise of conservatism, technology, and the growing amount of immigrants. You just said that there was a conservative law.
Right.
The rise of conservatism.
Now-
You got an immigration problem all over the world right now.
Are you conservative?
I have some conservative views.
Okay. Go ahead. Go
You
ahead
know
now.
what?
Now hit me with it
I
now.
have some conservative views.
Where do you
know
see
what I'm
yourself?
saying?
Independent, conservative,
You know what I'm
or Democrat?
I'm
What?
a staunch Democrat.
Okay.
I swing for the fences.
But you in the
You know
Senate.
what I'm saying? I'm level.
But
I
do you-
swing for the fences. I'm
What-
all the way level.
If you had to look at it in your conservative views, tell me what does that look like for you?
What does that look like?
What does conservative views look like for you? Because if you're a conservative, then
Look.
you have some conservative ways.
Look, Willard.
Uh-huh.
I believe we should have some form of welfare,
Okay.
but I feel that you should be able to work your way out of it,
Okay.
and it should be mandated. Okay.
I like that.
I think it should be mandated. I think it can be done. You understand what I'm saying? It can be done. You know, you got to provide some serious programs. Last week we was up here talking, and I mentioned to Reverend Collins. He asked me what should we do. He asked me what should we do. I said we should start in the housing authority. You just got a mandate that they got to do 20 hours for the food stamps. Put some of that 20 hours in some workshops.
What do you think about
Financial
them?
management.
If you think
Resume building, job readiness.
since we going down that path, what about the laws they making where you have to be tested before you get welfare?
Can I speak on that? Last night I'm in the bar having a drink.
Uh-huh.
Me, T. Crop, Terry, they gone. White lady asked me that same question you asked.
Right.
I said I don't have no problem if somebody getting government assistance to get tested. Only if you test the farmers because they get government assistance when they do their crop. So test them. Test these millionaires.
The CEOs when they need a bailout. But see when the farmers when the farmers get that, they call that subsidies.
Subsidies.
When the big banks lose all their money, or the auto industry about to go out of business, you call it the bailout.
Right.
You hear me? Now I ain't got no problem with some people supposed to be on welfare. This is a highly competitive country, Willard. You gonna have winners and you gonna have losers.
Especially when they set the fail.
And you got to be there for those losers. You can't keep blaming the victim, man.
Right.
And that's what they do.
The reason why you got this mass incarceration mess right now is because intellectual blacks fell for an okie doke.
Man, we got prison pipeline every day in all these schools.
That's the only reason you got all this mass incarceration, man.
Right.
Intellectual blacks fell for an okie doke, man.
So that was the first part of your plan. Give me the second part. How we gonna make this problem? How we gonna solve this problem?
We gotta do.
I got the first part.
We gotta make jobs for ourselves. We gotta.
Wow.
Second thing is you got to do some serious strategic planning on all levels.
What man there with my damn drink? I'm about to get out of work. I need substance right now.
Man, Alan Malouf at the Chamber of Commerce annual meeting, he referenced to that.
Okay.
That you have to get you a strategic. We have to begin us a new strategic plan.
Looking for a workforce.
When I was working at Valley as an intern, I went to the Chamber of Commerce one time and I got a little strategic plan thing. I remember two things on that strategic plan for the Chamber of Commerce. The extension of the airport runway and school consolidation. 15 years later. We got 2 more years, on down the line, but look how long we worked towards it. Man, we have to start planning for our future, man. Man, we just can't continue to own the ghetto and not revitalize it. You know what I'm saying? How you just gonna go in there and own the ghetto and not build no better houses?
Right.
But really, we don't own the ghetto.
Man, shoot.
We might own some spots in the ghetto.
Okay, yeah, we own
They
some
still
spots.
peeling money.
We got some good property now. A lot of
They
black
still
folks
peeling money
property
off of
good
it.
now.
They still peeling money off of it.
Right.
They still, you got the Van Meters of the world and all of them. You dig
All
what
right.
I'm saying?
Let me tell you how live we are, y'all. Hold on a second.
We live.
I went on the phone because we getting phone calls now, and I got one of the politicians that comes straight out of Greenwood on the line right now.
Who?
Hold on, I'm finna put it on the
We
line.
lying. We lying.
Yeah, we live.
Man, I'm so
How you keep asking that, man?
I just got shamed. I just got shamed the whole time.
You talking about communication major?
Man,
You talking about
golly.
this dude majored in communication in Mississippi Valley, so he ain't
Hey,
camera
man.
shy.
Hey,
Like, come on, T-Crow. Don't do the people.
well, I
Don't do 'em.
I'm shamed, though. I
Don't
get
do 'em.
shamed, because,
Well, she don't want to talk now.
Can I raise a question? No, I'm the barber. Do what I do. I instigate.
Okay.
I want to ask everybody in here this. Why do we not, in terms of the school system, we ain't preparing kids, this is my opinion, we ain't preparing them for the real world. Like, prime example, we got a football player just, he about to graduate this year, senior. He asked me a couple weeks ago, I asked T. Cross, he asked me, how did you know what to major in when you went to college? They got counselors at these schools
Right.
checking for grades, checking for credits, but ain't no real world preparation going on. So how can a kid be ready to get out here in the world when nobody is telling them, like, we don't have real training?
So this is the question I get out of that though, Marquis, and I'm just wondering if I'm hitting it. Is school more about finding your passion, or is it more about getting the content of your education?
So my school, as it stands today?
As it stands today. Because if I was a 12th grader, should I be trying to find out my passion in life, what I really want to be in life?
That's the first thing I told you.
Or should I be an educated person? Is that what you asking?
Find out what you like. First of all, what do you want to do?
But it's both though.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need the education to drive your passion.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
But see, this is my thing, Terry. How can a kid, if nobody has ever had a conversation with him about what do you want to do? Like with my first child, I told him what to do. I never listened. Like nobody listening to these kids. Like and nobody want to know everything about testing these days. That's what I get from education. Like everything's about a damn test.
Right.
Yeah.
So when do we start back really teaching? When the village coming back?
Yeah, well, and then this that old saying, it takes a village to raise children, but what about when the village is sick?
Yeah.
What happens when the village is not working right?
We got to regroup, man.
I'm gonna tell you something I like on the video. Yeah, it was a video on Facebook. And a lot of like a black panel. They had this older lady, and they said, "Okay." She said, "You know, they tell us we can't whoop our kids. Okay. Our kids, they put our young men in special ed, and you know that's a holding cell for the pen. Okay. The parents scared to whoop the kids. The school board scared of the parents.
I know you going with that.
Yeah, you know where I'm going with that? The superintendent scared of the school board, something like that, and the parents scared of the kids, so who's gonna win? The kids gonna win every time. You feel what I'm saying? But they don't have no guidance.
They lose.
Right. Well, it wasn't nothing for my mom to see you like this.
Stay on the phone.
Go ahead. It wasn't nothing for you to go out there and see. My mom see you doing bad. She could come to you and take you to Tina. Willard was out here doing this.
That's right.
And Tina gonna ride with who? My mom.
That's right.
But nowadays you can't do that. Motherfucker better not put a hand on my kid. Motherfucker better not say nothing. Your kid could be out there pissing in the middle of the street.
Right.
Showing their ass. Motherfucker better not do nothing to my kid. We holding up the wrong shit.
Right.
It's a disconnect.
Right. We holding up, and to me, some people got problems because their parents so strict on them that they want their kids not to go through that. But they're going to have to go through that because when real life hit there, it's going to be on.
It's going to be on.
They ain't going to be able to handle it. They're going to be calling you crying. See, I've been locked up. Case you ask me, man, you don't never call home but twice a week, and that's it. You don't ask nobody to come see you. You don't want no letter for what? I'm in here.
Grown man.
Right. I don't want nothing in the outside world bothering me. You feel what I'm saying?
All right.
But I see a guy finna do double life arguing with his girlfriend that's on the outside. Brother, come here, little bro.
Yeah.
Sit down with me. What you need to do, you gonna be here for the rest of your life.
You home.
So that girl gone. You need to get tested because mama might die, auntie might die, so you need to know your nieces, nephews, your young cousins at 5 years old. So they can always remember you and see you something, bro. Hey, you were here, you got double. You could die and come back, you going back to jail. You feel what I'm saying?
I got a question. And she on the line right now. Britt. Go ahead. I know you was dying to get in on this real barbershop talking over here.
Britt.
He Jizzle.
What's
Britt,
going
what's
on?
up, girl?
Right. Yeah,
What I do, Britt?
Okay.
Oh, you know.
Britt, what's your question, Britt? Come on, hit us with a question so we can put it on live.
I guess one of the questions that I felt as if initially when I heard you speaking about conservatism, I understood that both you and T-Cross came across a little bit more conservative than I thought you should have. So I'm interested in really understanding what do you guys actually think is the main problem as to the condition of Black people today, because I heard a lot of rationale around maybe like social programming or the fact that people need employment and things like that. What do you all contribute to as being the actual source of our condition today?
Education.
Education?
Education. So, and I'm talking about historical education.
Talking about one thing that we have to realize about education, right, is that our books are not created in a way in which we see images of our people.
Right.
Our history is not reflected.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about education, we have to realize one thing, that education in this country is actually rooted in white supremacy.
Exactly.
Because everything that we read and everything is fostered from the white society. And so if we really want to talk about education, we're gonna have to create our own.
Right.
And that's what we don't talk about the most, is that we're not getting what we need in public schools. Hell, I'm in a doctoral program, and everything that I read is coming from a white perspective. And so it's always, the onus is always on black people to figure out how to incorporate our own history. And so we don't have children who know our African history. We're people of African descent. We were kings and queens. We don't have people that know these things because they're not in those books in which we're supposed to be formally educated by.
Right.
And so when we talk about education, we need to redefine what education is and what the curriculum should look like, or create our own.
Well, can I say something, Brittany? Because in the morning I'm gonna run as a delegate for the Democratic congressional
And I want to touch on that too, because I'm trying to figure out what has the Democratic Party done for you lately.
let me talk about my speech on education, because this fight in the state of Mississippi for education will be for the souls of our children. If we don't get this mess together, our children are going to be behind so bad, it ain't going to even be funny. Technology is going to advance too quick. It's going to take a whole lot of jobs out of the market that our children going to be expecting to be there, and they're not going to be there. The global classroom is coming. They're going to move the human element out of the classroom more and more. When your child got to do that homework on that iPad, and if it get done or don't get done, a grade is issued. Can you imagine how technology is going to advance the educational system? These children might be logging on to a teacher in Africa, teaching math.
So how does that benefit us in the Democratic Party, Chief? And I'm with Brittany on this. What has the Democratic Party done for you as a party?
Look. We just lost the Initiative 42A. And right behind it, let me tell you how fierce the Republican Party is. They know we just lost the initiative to fully fund education. They come right back and want to cut public education. And I say to you, Willard and Britt, in the next coming years, they're going to continue to defund public education.
In the words of Malcolm
And look,
X.
those schools are going to begin to look like Lean On Me. And people gonna be trying to get like tooth and nail to get their child in these charter schools.
You must have been the elder lady.
Now they might come a little free. They might come a little free on the beginning, or have a little low fee in the beginning.
Right.
But eventually, it's gonna be a healthy fee to go to these charter schools.
What you were saying, Britt?
And the question is how do we keep public education competitive? It ain't about the party, it's how do we as a people. These are children in these school system, man.
But we letting our enemies make the rules for the state of Mississippi ain't our fault.
No.
Malcolm X said, how do you let your enemy
we distracted talking
teach your
about
children?
we distracted talking about the superintendent.
Right.
Shit. The state of Mississippi our problem.
Right.
I believe that the curriculum should be developed locally.
Who is
By the
the
superintendent.
Who's the president of the
state of
Democratic Party for the state of Mississippi?
Ricky Cole is
Is he
the
black?
director. He's the executive director.
He what?
He's the director.
He's on the
So let me ask you a
Yeah, he's the
question.
director.
We just got through
But
talking
for the
about.
second congressional district, it's Willard.
Go ahead, Brent. Ask the question.
I'm curious as to when we talk about fully funded education, and not to be an optimist, because I 42A probably would have been a little bit effective, but I think we would be putting too much, too many of our eggs in one basket if we were going to just really count on Initiative 42A. Because one thing about it is, even if you fully fund education, and what we have to realize is that the Mississippi Department of Education operates off of a formula-driven model, which is MAEP. And so even if every school district had the adequate funding, does that necessarily mean that you're going to have qualified teachers, highly qualified teachers? Does that mean, as T. Cross just mentioned, that you're going to have a curriculum that is designed to advance our children in that particular area? A lot of our children are already behind. They are already not reading on reading levels.
Thank you.
So are we going to have a curriculum that's crafted to service the children's needs? Not to say, hey, this is a benchmark and this is a requirement, and yes, they have passed this and they need to pass this in order to do this.
But Brittany, that's why I think they should be developed locally.
We have to create those curriculums and we actually have to advocate for it. But that's going to start with not only your local public school district, people have to put more pressure on the Mississippi Department.
Your state, man.
That's what I'm talking about. The state, the fight is at the state.
Brittany.
The fight is at the state level.
Brittany.
Tate.
We've been highly successful school district. We've been awarding mediocrity. We've been saying successful for all these years, and we so caught up in being a successful school district by whose standard? The state of Mississippi. These folks don't care about our kids. You cannot allow your enemy. No, I'm
Only a fool will allow his enemy to educate his
Ain't
children.
no doubt. The state of Mississippi has no business whatsoever telling me what my child needs to learn.
Brittany, I always say that education, in order for the education system to improve, education has to exist outside of the school walls also.
Right. At home.
And see, my biggest point, if we have a disciplinary problem in our system, of course, we need to aid the single family home. And you do that with educational programs. You just spoke about the historical factor. Outside of the walls, we got to provide some educational avenues that discuss these historical factors about us, to teach this history to us. Outside of the school wall, you got to have some type of.
Right.
Yeah.
Technical, most of the white folks are still sending their kids to these segregationist academies.
Making laws for our kids.
Or what they call the Christian academy.
Right.
But they're in the private schools. So whenever your public schools are majority black folks should be advocating for black topics, black history in their curriculum. That responsibility.
True. Right.
That should be automatically included
Right.
in our curriculum.
Yes.
Well, how can we do that?
You can look at a few districts. We might be talking about Madison, DeSoto, and districts on the
Tupelo.
coast that may have more of a larger white student population. But when we talk about where we have a huge population of black folks, we have to talk about what that curriculum looks like for those children. But that's going to be up to the teachers, to the parents, and to anybody else. I don't have children, but I advocate for children. So if anybody can go out there and actually get people to understand why our children need to see more images of them. They need to know our history, not just the Malcolm and the Martin.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to have children? And when are you gonna have some, Brittany?
I'm gonna call Chauncey right quick.
We in the barbershop now. You ain't no just stay on education and we not get on you a little bit. You up in this barbershop.
I ain't lying.
Chauncey, what, y'all already have some children?
Smart woman.
Okay.
Hey, Brittany, I would also like to add to your highly intellectual political tale that we do have to have a fierce economic development plan. And I'm not just talking about for us to buy stuff from and just to give us some jobs. I'm talking about ownership.
It's called cooperative economics.
That's right. That's right.
We gotta buy into it.
Yeah, get that word for me. I just said group economic, but you know, however you word it.
Hey, Brittany.
But that's people
Brittany.
have to get rid of the individualistic approach that we've
Brittany.
listened
Ooh,
to have.
we
Brittany.
so individualistic, ain't we?
Brittany.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to educate our children from a black perspective, how do they compare when the mainstream America is not black? So what information are you giving them from a black perspective that will help them survive in a mainstream white perspective?
Hey, Brittany, can I answer this right quick? If you educate them from a black perspective, they won't fall for the okie doke like mass incarceration laws. You will not have an epidemic of a generation.
Well, they will understand why you even have this.
Thank you.
Understand the design of the criminal punishment.
Thank you, Brittany.
Why it was actually created if you're teaching from a black
Man, shoot, these children got to know.
perspective. We're speaking about.
Y'all excuse me for a second here, man.
And so I think that's definitely important, but also from a black perspective, even though, a lot of the mainstream images that they may see, may not be black, it also tells a story of why that's the case. And so, but you have to create spaces for those
Now,
things.
so thirsty,
Man, Tracy just played on her like they
Talking
looking
about
at
mass
her.
incarceration, and I mean, the truth is not.
I know we talking about education, but I need a cocktail.
And so,
I ain't lying.
you have to make sure that people are comfortable, but also people need to really realize that we don't live in a post-racial society. And so all of this, my neighbor is white, or I live in a white neighborhood.
Nah, it's colorblind. We just about the money. So
You
it
gotta
is.
get that out of life.
Okay. Well, Britt, listen, I'm gonna call you back when I get off the phone. But
I appreciate it.
we ain't got but an hour for this show. I usually don't do 30 minutes.
Alright,
But being that we in the barbershop today in this Greenwood, and I just wanted all the buzz session people to see what's really going on in our communities, how we need to be more engaging for our children, how we need to be more engaging for the people that live here, and we can't forget about the elderly. They serve just an important role in making our community better. So, I'm gonna sign off, but we're gonna come back next week, y'all.
Hold on, Willard.
I
I want to talk
promise you.
about. Look, Willard. I want to talk about Hillary and Bernie Sanders. Hold up, we ain't had the Hillary Bernie Sanders discussion because we don't want to hear nothing Donald Trump talking about. Come on, we got time for Hillary and Bernie Sanders.
Next week, this is part 2.
Look.
Y'all gonna get Hillary and Bernie.
We got to talk about Hillary and Bernie, man.
So coming from Kevin, me, and Devin, man, we thank y'all for being on the buzz. And I want to say, Marquis Shop, if y'all need one of the freshest haircuts, I know y'all see me, and don't block that out. He been talking good political stuff, and he gave me one of the freshest haircuts on. So come down here, sign the book up here. He'll tell you when you can come and get your haircut. You're gonna be in an appointment basis.
Ain't no doubt.
So thank y'all for watching, man. Peace, and I love y'all. Go to my